Coming up next, we are continuing our team coverage with 12 News reporter Kelsey Johnson, and she's riding around Port Acres. I know you're in that area as well, and she spoke to a resident whose home was flooded again just 5 months after Harvey, and he was just very upset about that.
The water is finally starting to recede here in Port Acres, as you can see behind me. It's been devastating driving around all day, seeing water yet again in these people's homes who were affected by Harvey as well. And it's opened old wounds for them. And for one Port Acres man, he said he's had enough and he's not moving back.
It's been 5 months since Harvey hit, and for the last 5 months, David Miller has been working to put his home back together. Now he's hoping the place he's called home the last 12 years is water-free after heavy rainfall Saturday morning. Miller walks room to room to check for water and finds this.
In my den, I have about 4 inches of water, 3.5 inches of water in my den.
But he's not blaming the weather for the flooding this time.
The drainage is so poor in this area. We've told the city what the problem was, but they haven't done anything to repair it. It hasn't seemed like it always blaming somebody else for the situation.
And he's not the only one.
We feel that a lot of the flooding that happened this morning is a result of the incompetence that went on of the trash and debris pickup after the hurricane.
Chuck Vincent has been living in Port Acres his entire life and is heartbroken as yet again his friends and neighbors are surrounded by water.
If your home was destroyed, I'm sorry, I feel for you. I'll help you any way I can. And if I could just being a voice is all I can do, then I'm going to be the voice. Because my mama taught me a long time ago, girl, the squeaky wheel gets the oil, and we are squeaking.
Port Arthur Mayor Derek Freeman posted this on Facebook saying, quote, "I've just returned from the city and DD7 pumps. All are on and working." He goes on to say, if you're angry right now like I am, please let it be energy enough to make a phone call to our representatives in Washington. But for both Vincent and Miller, this issue needed to be handled before another flooding situation like this happened.
We are going to try to actively get together the citizens of Port Acres, as many as we can, and get a meeting together and confront Drainage District 7, our city council and our mayor with this information.
I'm gonna have to move out. I'm too old to be fighting this stuff every time it rains.
The one question I've gotten several times today from residents here is, when are we going to catch a break? In Port Acres, Kelsey Johnson, 12 News.
And I spoke to Mayor Derek Freeman on the phone, and he says he plans on having a meeting on Tuesday to discuss how the residents in county can work on moving debris out of those ditches.